Hey, what's up guys? This is Nemo with Opinionation Station. So this past week I was thinking about what topic I should do the next video on. I basically just, I have like a whole journal full of topic ideas that I'm going to be going over with you guys for the next couple of months now. But I picked the main ones that people have been asking me about, or that I thought would be really intriguing to the audience, and I ran a Twitter poll on which one I should pick. So thanks if you're watching this, and if you participate in the poll, thank you, because I was super stumped on what I should talk about. So the poll, when I ran it, the topic of choice that won was how to reach goals faster. Because I have so many people who ask me like, hey Nemo, like, how are you getting so much done? How are you doing this? How are you doing that? And still managing. And so great topic of choice, guys. I'm really glad that you picked it. So goals, let's talk about them. Because the one thing that I've realized with most people is they treat goals, in literally every goal, as if it's long term. They don't treat it as it's something that can be accomplished right now, literally within the next hour, or literally within the next day. People don't treat it as such, and I feel like if you did, you would get a lot more done. So like, just bear with me for a second. Whenever I approach a new goal, and I'm actually, just quick sneak peek, I'm actually going to be talking about how to start a business in 30 days, but the same concept applies here. When I approach a new goal, I think about how fast I can get this done to make it viable, or not necessarily viable, or make it tangible, to really build the momentum on it. Because the thing about it, and I actually have this on my whiteboard over here, that I reflect on every single day when I wake up. The quote says, the thing about starting a business is about speed and momentum. It's not about perfection. The same rule applies for goals. It's not about perfection. Everyone expects a goal to be perfect. Everyone expects themselves to be perfect. It's not about perfection, guys. You have to approach a new goal with speed. So let's say, let me think of an example goal. I'm trying to think out of the frame of business, because it's literally all I think about. Let's say you have a weight goal, or let's say you have a trade that you're trying to build on, a skill. Okay, let's say you're trying to get good at chess, or you're trying to become, you're trying to lose 10 pounds. Okay, now people usually try to give themselves like ample time to complete it. But with that ample time, there's very few people who can actually stay committed to that. And that's the thing that everyone gets stumped on. If they're expecting a goal to happen within 6 months, yeah, it's not that long of a time, but like, are you really going to stay committed to that goal for an entire 6 months? Why not start it, give your focus to it for 3 full days? Like literally, like approach, like let's use the chess example. You want to get good at chess. This is as simple as I can think of. You want to get good at chess, okay? Block out every single distraction that you have, or that could or every single thing that could take you away from it, and focus on chess. You'll be surprised that it might not even take you 3 days to accomplish a basic level of knowledge. If you literally sat down, focused on chess and only chess, you're not focused on, oh, I'm going to give myself 3 months to accomplish this, or I'm going to give myself 2 weeks to accomplish this. Give your all to it for 3 days, 24 hours even. You'll be surprised how much you will learn. Like literally, if you just become obsessed with it for 24 to 72 hours, you are going to be a master at it in no time. You're building up your traction. That's really the whole fact of the matter. You want to build up your momentum with any goal that you're stepping towards. So like, in that 3 days, you will have a basic level of knowledge, and now you're just critiquing yourself. Now you're just building on what you've already learned. Now you can approach it as a long-term goal. I'm going to be able to compete in a chess competition within 6 months, because now I have the basic knowledge, and now I can actually just focus on it. Focus on getting better, I'm sorry. Same thing with anything else. A weight goal. Go hard as you can. For, weight is a little different than chess, of course. It's not a skill that you can focus on behind a computer all day or behind a chessboard. But if you gave your all, if you spent all your time, or the majority of your time, focusing on your weight goal, so that means if you're not in the gym, you're focused on your meals. If you're not focused on your meals, you're in the gym. If you're not focused on both of those things, you're focused on what exercise that you can do to achieve that goal. And if you give your all to it for 3 days, a week, you'll be surprised how fast you will accomplish it. People don't want to approach things and build up traction. And like I said, I'm going to be making a video on how to start a business in 30 days, because I have this system that anytime I have a new idea for a business or just a side project just to keep myself occupied, because I'm always trying to do something no matter what. I never want to have a down moment. I'm too young to have a down moment. The thing that I do, whether it be a clothing line, a mobile app, like I have my trading company, etc., whatever the case may be, I approach it like I want to get it done within 30 days, if not sooner. Most of the time I get it done within a week. And it doesn't have to be perfect or have all this perfection to it. It's just I make it tangible. So, quick example with my mobile app. Mobile apps nowadays are 40 to 60K on average to pay for it. I didn't have that money at the time. This was, when I first came up with the idea for my mobile app, this was well over a year ago. I wasn't making any of the money I'm making now. And I mean, even with the money making now, 40 to 60K is a lot of money. But I still had this concept of making things tangible. Most people hear that number, 40 to 60K, and they treat it like, okay, well, I know I may be able to do this in a year, or maybe after I raise funding, or maybe after I do this. People don't approach it like, how can I make this real? So I'll tell you the steps that I did. I went on a basic site, and I paid a very lowball graphic designer like $50, and I got example screenshots made. We literally spent an entire weekend going back and forth with messages. It was obviously remote. Going back and forth with messages on where this should be, what piece should be. It was just basic. Just trying to get the concept real. Okay. Then I spent another 24 hours. I went on Wix.com, very easy website tool to use. Made a website. A very professional looking website, and put it together within 24 hours. It looked nice. I had the screenshots, and I made it look like it was a real company, and I still use this website to this day, nightbeforeapp.com. And I made it within 24 hours, and from there I started sending traffic to it from Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook with my natural following. And people were able to give me feedback. They were able to give me like, wow, that's a great idea, or wow, when is this gonna come out? And it made me it built the traction up. Okay, so let's say it didn't happen this way, but let's say I built all this site. It looks real, it looks like it's actually something. What if an investor saw it? Wow, that's a great idea. I would love to work with you. You guys don't realize the power of building traction behind yourself by just taking the step forward. So, don't want to ramble on too much longer. I'm going on 8-9 minutes here, but I hope you guys understand the concept. Like, you have to really approach your goals with traction. How fast can you make this real? How fast can you see results? No matter what the goal is, take the first step to see the first result. It does not have to be perfect. It doesn't have to even be 25% of your goal, but find results first, guys. Find them first and then just build on them. So once again, this is Nemo with Opinionation Station. I appreciate you guys for watching this. Stay tuned for the next video.